What's up, everybody? Mulwela here, aka Breeze the Hero. So, I'll be locking into Tokyo session, and the pair I'm trading is NZDJPY. So, looking at it right now, I'll be analyzing and breaking down the strategy that I use or the strategy that I approach the market with. So, usually I start on the daily time frame. That way, I can see the current movement and I can see everything properly and I can do my analysis. So jumping straight to it, I'm gonna mark my highs. Hence I see this is the higher high, or that's the all-time high. And then this is the second high we see. And remember guys, I don't create my own scenarios. I trade the market for what they are. I let the market follow me. I don't try and lead the market. So you gotta keep that in mind. So after marking my highs, I can see what's what. So and then I start getting into the trends, whereby I see that we're currently having the drop. And y'all can see it too. So now we're done with this. Now we can move to the 4-hour time frame. And then on the 4-hour we see that we have a trend actually, and every time we hit the upside we tend to come down. So let me use my arrow to demonstrate. If y'all can pay close attention, we've been creating those lower lows, lower high, lower low, that lower high, and then we created a lower low with that lower high, lower low, and then now I'm expecting price to probably reject and probably drop to the downside. Or we might even break. So you gotta look at it in a different perspective, right? So moving to the 1-hour time frame. Okay, so let's double back to the 4-hour to mark our resistance and support zones. So I'm gonna use this lows. I'm gonna use this wicks and then drag it. So now hence y'all can see we created some kind of support, which is also resistance right now, and price might respect and reject, creating or giving us that bearish subsequent candle we want. And the moment we have that bearish candle, we wait for that retest and then that impulse to the downside. So you might look at it that way, but again you gotta keep in mind that the market or price can also break before shooting to the downside, and that's what we call a fake out. So that's why timing is very crucial and patience is important in the market. So continuing, I also see some kind of support right here. I also see some kind of support right there. Okay, and then going back to the 1-hour time frame, whereby this is where I usually take my trades, this is where I execute. But if you want to, you can even go down to a lower time frame, which is the 30-minute or 15-minute time frame. But if you're really scalping, I'd prefer you use the 5-minute or the 1-minute time frame. So on the 1 hour we see everything we did, right? So you can see that, let me use my arrow. So y'all can see that the moment we rejected those highs, we created support, right? And we rejected and we went back up to repeat that same thing that created. So in other words, what I mean is the market tend to repeat itself. So before you analyze, before you take trades, don't forget to look left. And what does that mean? Look at past data, look at the past data that happened, or what happened last week, or what happened the past few days. Because trust me, markets ain't just moving on themselves, but it's according to the economy, whether it's in a recession or it's in a, or probably the country is going through some inflation. So that might be something that moves the market. So that's why it's so important for you to know more about fundamentals, right? Yes, you can be a technical trader, but I feel like technicals is not enough because you have to know what moves the market. And if you're not too deep on fundamentals, you might even end up losing unnecessary. Why? Because there might be news that just came out, for example, CPI or NFP, and you do not know what CPI is, or you do not know what NFP is, but you want to trade it. So before you earn, you gotta learn. That way, you're gonna have the knowledge, and you're gonna have the, how can I put it, and you're gonna have the thrill inside you, or you're gonna have the strength for you to even go even harder. So make sure you learn before you earn, right? Don't try to take the short way through. So moving forward, this is what I'm really on right now. This is what I'm really on right now. So we might really wait for price to push up first before even executing, because we see that the moment we reached this high, price started giving us that retest, which is a good sign because we started an impulse move to the upside. So if we can have a rejection right here and price gives us that bullish subsequent candle to the upside, that's a good sign of price is going to continue its trend, which is bullish, and we might even break this resistance and break this trend. And if we retest and we continue, then we might even push to the upside. But if not, price can be weak and just continue dropping to the downside. So that's how it is, and I hope y'all learned something. Yeah, Breezy signing out. Yes, sir.